wife's name. It's ridiculous. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her?
This right here is Silent Hill 2. This is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. You hear that sentiment a lot because, honestly, you know, SA YouTubers that have made whole careers off of the Silent Hill series have said that, and you've had so many people regurgitate how much they love Silent Hill 2 and have never actually played the game. You remember that meme from back in the day where it's like, oh, this was it, Zelda fan or Pokemon fan, they're so excited to play this game for the very first time, but they're a fan of it. That's kind of how it's been with a lot of people in the Silent Hill fandom. I don't even want to say community, it's more like a fandom, because you have people who are similar to me that are very chill about Silent Hill, and we love it. We a lot of us grew up with it, and it's something we hold near and dear. And then you have the extremist gatekeepers who want to tell you what is and what isn't Silent Hill, because Team Silent didn't make this, and they want to bash Konami. And these are the same people that we're like, oh, we're never gonna get a new Silent Hill, and then wanted Konami to bring it back. Konami brings it back, and then all of a sudden they hate it. It's been tiring being a Silent Hill fan, and honestly, for the last 2.5 years, we've had to hear so much. I mean, a year and a half, 2.5, whatever. It's been over a year. It's been some time where we've had nothing but hate thrown at the remake of this gem, and it's particularly because of Bloober Team being added to it, and honestly, probably a lot of goodwill that Konami lost over the years from 2014 to 2015 with the whole Kojima debacle. So I bring all that up. I know this is kind of getting around the question of whether or not you should pick up Silent Hill 2 Remake. The TLDR is yes, you should definitely pick up that game. It's phenomenal. I've been playing it. It's been one of my favorite games, and it's honestly something, if you're a fan of survival horror, and more importantly, if you're a fan of Silent Hill, and specifically Silent Hill 2, this is a faithful remake that captures the essence and ambience of that game while maintaining the integrity of the original, and also expands on it. So should you buy it? Yes. If you want to get it, link will be in the description down below, and also pinned to it'll pop up on a YouTube video. All that being said, though, let's go ahead and get into this review, because I like I said, I got a review copy of the game, and this is so near and dear to me, and I played it when I was a teenager. As a 35 going on 36, well, by the time the game is out and you can buy it, I'll be 36. Let's just say that when it was announced, I was like, hey, why not? So, Capcom did with Resident Evil 2, and they brought in a whole new generation of fans with that remake. So why couldn't Konami do the same thing with Silent Hill 2? So I was optimistic. A lot of people were not. And, well, yeah. All those people, those SA YouTubers, outlets, journalists, and all those same hypocrites that for the last year and a half, 2.5 years, have been using every modicum of their capability of bashing and trying to destroy this remake and its credibility, and telling people not to buy it, not to trust it, are the same fucking hypocrites that are praising the game now. So yeah, I had to get a little rant out of the way. All that being said, what you guys came for, the review for Silent Hill 2 Remake. Let's go ahead and get into it. Bloober Team has faced an endless onslaught and barrage of skepticism and outright hostility for the past roughly 2.5 years that was truthfully aimed at them and started by some, not all, of the Silent Hill SA YouTubers, and a lot of the fandom that have gatekept the series. But against all odds, they have delivered a remake of Silent Hill 2 that not only faithfully expands upon the original, but also meticulously preserves the essence and made hypocrites out of a lot of people that shifted from hate to praising the game. Yes, I need to take my shots at these people because they're all fucking hypocrites. And I'm just tired of that. There's so much fake outrage on this platform, especially within the gaming community, and it just makes it to where it's like, is gaming supposed to be about fun or supposed to be about overhyping and hating things? And it's just, I'm tired of it, right? I'm tired of it. Clearly, you can tell. Let's get back to this review. It's essential to establish from the start that amidst the noise, the hate, and undue criticism that this remake is the revitalization the Silent Hill series deserves. One that even the most devout fans have long dreamt of, and certainly a match for the hype benchmark set by the Resident Evil 2 remake. Bloober Team Silent Hill 2 is both a homage and a reinvention, masterfully balancing reverence for the original with fresh, bold modifications. In collaboration with Konami and some of the original developers of Team Silent, Bloober Team has finally woven nostalgia with innovation. This blend respects the original's dialogue, often down to the intonation and invocation, while introducing new cinematic elements and reimagining the layouts of iconic locales like Blue Creek and Brookhaven. These tweaks make familiar spaces feel both nostalgic and excitingly unpredictable, ensuring that even veterans of the series are kept on their toes. What impresses me the most about this remake is how it enhances the story's accessibility to a new generation of fans without compromising the dark, dank, atmospheric essence that defines Silent Hill. The game's narrative, enhanced by both returning and new voice actors, remains as unsettling and compelling as ever, navigating the fine line between honoring the past and embracing the present. Despite the criticisms and personal reservations about Blooper Team's past works, such as The Medium and Layers of Fear 2, their handling of Silent Hill 2 has been nothing short of respectful and meticulous. The PlayStation 5 version runs very smoothly, avoiding the technological pitfalls that have marred some of Blooper Team's previous titles. This technical polish extends to the entire experience, enhancing every shadow and every silent, fog filled street of the eponymous town. And not only that, but when you play it on PC, it looks even better. And if you're wondering, hey, how does it play on handheld gaming PCs? Steam Deck and such. Well, I don't have a Steam Deck anymore. I have an ROG Ally and I have a Lenovo Legion Go, and I just have to say the game ran flawlessly on those. I can only speak to my own personal experience with the game. I can't really speak about how anyone else experienced it, but for me, I didn't run into any issues when I played it on PC. Yes, I got a review copy for PlayStation 5 and PC, and yes, I did buy a physical copy of the PlayStation 5 version, which should be here sometime in the middle of October, because anytime you try to buy something for release and launch, and if you live in Hawaii, you get it way later. So it is what it is. But yes, the game is phenomenal. Back to the review. The game stands out not just for its atmospheric fidelity, but also for its gameplay enhancements. Silent Hill 2 is known for its relatively light combat and short duration. The remake addresses these aspects fully head on by introducing new areas to explore, extending the gameplay significantly beyond the original's duration. This extension allows for deeper exploration and engagement with the game's world, although it could be argued that in some places it does pad it a little bit by stretching it a bit too long, especially in later stages where the pacing could have been honestly a little bit tighter. But the fact of the matter is, you know what? As a whole, I can't really complain about it. Combat in the remake has been toughened up considerably, where the original game was forgiven and even on higher difficulties. I mean, let's be honest. As much as we love this game, it was really fucking easy. Now, Not so much. Not at all. The remake offers a sterner challenge that makes strategic thinking and conservation of resources crucial to survival. The combat system is designed to make you feel the claustrophobia and panic of Silent Hill, with tight spaces and relentless enemies that push back against the typical, run and hide tactics of many horror games. Now, let's talk about the puzzles because that is something you're definitely going to want to hear about. I mean, this series, especially with its puzzles, is notorious for being brain twisters. You still get that here. The puzzles in Silent Hill 2 Remake have honestly been reimagined. They retain their original charm and challenge, but they're tweaked just enough to feel fresh and less predictable. Difficulty settings for both puzzles and combat can be adjusted independently, allowing players to tailor the challenge to their preferences, which is honestly a welcome nod to both veteran gamers and newcomers. The remake also excels in its expanded accessibility options, which include adjustments for visual impairments, audio cues for the hard of hearing, and various control settings to accommodate different physical needs. This attention to detail and accessibility broadens the game's appeal and demonstrates a commitment to inclusivity. And honestly, I know a lot of people have this, inclusivity. They're just dumbing games down and dumbing down entertainment. But let's be honest, it's truthfully, so long as people can, you know, take in content, take in games, movies, anime, whatever, to fit their lifestyle, what is the harm in that? And honestly, if you're one of the people that has an issue with it, stop gatekeeping. I mean, we're at a point now, let people play games how they want to play them, enjoy entertainment how they want to enjoy it, and just, live and let live. If it's not for you, don't use it, and be okay with it and move on with your life. It's not that serious, guys. It's video games and accessibility options. Even if they make games ridiculously easy to you, just understand that outside of your perspective, there are people that may not have the advantages with gaming or entertainment that you have. And that's okay. They have a right just to enjoy this entertainment medium just as much as you and I do. So live and let live. Graphically, Silent Hill 2 Remake is a darkly beautiful reimagining of the original game's world. The visuals maintain the eerie and oppressive atmosphere that fans expect, while the audio, both the haunting soundtrack by the legendary Akira Yamaoka and the environmental sounds, plays a crucial role in building tension and immersing players in the game's chilling narrative. So, in wrapping everything up, I don't want to really spoil any of the newer things that are going to be in the game. And yes, you're going to have reviewers and YouTubers come out with full blown, they're going to dive into everything that comes with this game. I'm not one of them because I truly feel that if you're going to review something, you don't need to give everything away. Leave something to the imagination, leave something for the player to honestly enjoy. And that's kind of how I am when it comes to reviewing stuff. I don't want to give you everything, I want to give you breadcrumbs. And while that may sound weird, I'm a journalist at heart. Like, literally, I have a degree in journalism. So I understand how to narratively put this together and present it to you, which is how I'm doing it. So if you want more of the nitty and gritty, go watch one of those essay YouTubers that have been bitching and moaning and pissing and whining for the last several years and see how they're going to present it, which they'll find something to bitch and moan about because that's just how they are. No shots. Well, yeah, complete shots at them. It's just like, it's fucking ridiculous. But be that as it may, my style is very different. So I don't want to give everything away. But back to what I was saying as far as wrapping everything up and giving you guys the TLDR if you are still here at this point in the review. Silent Hill 2 Remake by Bloober Team is a standout release that expertly modernizes a classic while staying true to what made the original beloved by so many. It is a testament to the developers' respect for their source material and their skill in game design. offering both longtime fans and newcomers an experience that is as terrifying as it is satisfying. This remake not only meets the high expectations set by its predecessors in the genre, but in honestly many ways, it surpasses them, setting a new benchmark standard for what a thoughtful and engaging horror game remake can be. And with that being said, that's a review for Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I love it. I honestly, when I'm done with this review, and I'm gonna go back and play it again because I absolutely love the game. I think it was they blew it out of the park. Like they blew it out of the park. Not what's the term? Knocked it out of the park. They really did. And it's it's crazy to say this that Konami is back. And I think it's crazy not because of all the hate that they've gotten for the last decade, but it's crazy because they've shifted back to what made us as gamers love them, and it's bringing out games. They kicked off this year with Contra Reborn. That game was fantastic, a reimagining remake of the first game. Now we got this remake of Silent Hill 2. And then within a month, we're going to have a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, which is Metal Gear Solid Delta. I am happy that Konami is back, and you should be too, honestly. And with that being said, guys, if you want to pick up a copy of this game, I got links down in the description below, affiliate links. You don't, it doesn't do anything different for you. You get the game, I get a little bit of the kickback, and that's how it is. Or you can get it. I think YouTube has a thing where it pops up and it shows the game there that you can buy directly through this YouTube video. And again, it goes back to helping and supporting the channel. But with all that being said, I hope you guys having a great aloha-filled rest of your day. Shout out to Konami for the review copy of the game. And with that being said, that's it. That's the review. I hope to see you guys in the next one. If I do, cool. If I don't, hey, no hard feelings. And all that being said, though, use some critical thinking going forward. Stop letting these SA YouTubers and these clickbait, rage bait, fake outrage content creators and game outlets and journalists, stop letting them manipulate you into not giving things a try. Use your own minds to your own brain to think and come to your own conclusions as to whether or not you should experience a game or not. Because in many ways, and this can be maybe a bit too deep for this video, but I'm going to just go ahead and say it anyway. When you start getting to a point where you're saying, I'm not going to play this game because my favorite YouTuber said it's trash. I'm not going to buy this game because my favorite YouTuber said this. I'm not going to get hyped for this because my favorite YouTuber said this, or my favorite creator said this, or, I'm going to wait till my favorite creator says something like this, or I'm not going to go near that because of my favorite creator. You need to realize that the thing that you're doing by having that mindset is you've essentially made a god or deity out of a creator you enjoy. You are essentially worshiping that creator. And that's very dangerous. That's how cults get started. That's how a lot of bad shit that we've had in human history has get started. So be very careful of that. Don't put these people on pedestals. You can respect their work, but also still not let that control how you view things. But yeah, all that being said, be blessed, have aloha, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out, and a hui ho. And happy gaming. Enjoy gaming. Gaming is meant to be fun. Let's catch you guys on the next one.